My gate was ringing at 5:15. You know how you always think, well, that could be my daughter. I'm a coffee junkie. You know, we're human beings, aren't we? Too fast. Definitely my heart's going too fast lately. Of course, the only trouble now is she'll now tell all of them that there's a cup of tea in the office, and the next thing, Good morning. Well, it's now Wednesday morning, and the festival have done their usual thing, and told us we need to open up this morning at 7 a.m. and then have, my gate was ringing at 5:15 with some poor little security girl who's been dropped off here at 5:15 in the morning to man a gate that isn't open. So she's wandering around on her own. So obviously I could see her on the camera. I had to let her in on my app thing on my gate, and she's wandering around, and I just couldn't leave her. You know how you always think, well, that could be my daughter, and she's only young. So I've got up and put the office urn and everything on so she can at least get a hot drink, but 5:15 and she doesn't start till 7. And then she's just informed me, bless her, that she's here till 7:30 tonight. That's such a long time, isn't it? I'll just show you the back of her because she might not want to be filmed, but she's just sitting there, bless her. Anyway, this is typical festival behaviour, actually. The bad side is that they don't really appreciate their security, off-site security. They just kind of dump them in the middle of nowhere. Most of these people aren't from this area. They have no idea where they are or what they're supposed to be doing, and can often be here for, well, she's going to be here for just under 14 hours. Which I'm not even sure if that's legal. I don't know. I'm assuming she's going to get relieved. Well, no, she won't, actually. I know she won't because I've seen it before. Anyway, I hope she's not on her own. I mean, she said someone else is coming at some point, but God, it's a weird festival for us. Yeah. We should normally I've told you before, we should normally be absolutely full of security and full of vehicles. And it's really weird. Apparently we're now some sort of emergency route for ambulances and all sorts of stuff like that. And I don't know. I'm all very confused and not very happy about it, to be honest. But, you know, anyway, I've had a good moan at you, haven't I? But it is, you know, I got woken up at 5:15 saying, I'm outside. And I mean, it's not her fault. It's management's fault, isn't it? It's not her fault. She's just a sweet young girl who's been dumped in the middle of nowhere to do a bloody 14-hour shift. So the least I can do is put the urn on and she can make tea and coffee. But, you know, I mean, that's just the thing. If I wasn't here doing that, which most of these entrances aren't, there's no one to look after them. When the weather's hot, they used to dump off loads of water for them. Like, you know, just crates and crates of bottled water. But they don't even do that for them anymore. They send them and just say, get your own water, really. But again, where they're supposed to get that, lucky for them, we're here and we've got taps for drinking water, so we're always able to say to them, you know, all the taps are fine, use the taps, fill up your water. But, you know, we don't have to do that. Obviously we're going to do it. Can I hear something coming? You see, sometimes they come from the road, which this young lady did, Sometimes they come across the fields behind. We just haven't got a clue what's going on this year. I can hear a helicopter. There is a helipad literally just behind us. Just behind us, and there's another helipad. Well, as the crow flies, it's probably a quarter of a mile over there. I'm nodding at you because I've got a coffee in my hand, but I can't point. Right, let's just sit in my summer house a minute, I think, because I can't manoeuvre very well. Oh, my goodness. It's not a very nice day. Well, actually, I suppose it's too early, isn't it, to tell? It's probably a bit early to know what the day is like, actually, but it looks a little bit breezy. I'm always telling you the weather. It's such an English thing, isn't it, to just chat about the weather. It's in our makeup to be obsessed with the weather. It's because we have such bloody awful weather in the UK. Although look at me, I've got quite a good tan. That's all this playing about outside in the field and putting the camp up and stuff like that. Oh, can't get used to my pinky hue to my hair. I've not had it. Well, it's not really pink. It's just a very, very gentle tint. But I am glad to get rid of those very, very dark grey roots that I had. Yeah. So. Oh, all is good, I suppose. Oh, all is good. I just thought I'd have a little chat with you as soon as I've been dragged out of bed so early. Well, I didn't really have to get up. I mean, I have CCTV and I have an app on my phone, which means, because we've got automatic gates, and when someone rings the intercom, I can let them in on my phone, which is, you know, obviously really handy, and basically means I could stay in bed, you know, and let them in. But when I looked on the camera and she was wandering around and she looked really lost, and I just thought, God, the poor girl, she had no idea where she is. I've just locked her in and she's probably thinking, oh my God, I can't get out, there's no one here, what am I going to do? So when I saw her wandering around, I thought, oh, sod it, I've got to get up and go and see her. But yeah, it makes me cross because it's not my job to do that. Well, it's not. The festival just rent. They pay us a fee to use our land. Yeah, so, you know, we're human beings, aren't we? And you know, I wouldn't want to be dumped somewhere and not know what to do for at least 2 hours before starting a very, very long 12-hour shift. So yeah, so hopefully she's made us have a cup of tea or coffee. Although nowadays I find, I don't know about you, if you noticed this, but a lot of people don't drink tea and coffee anymore. It's a generational thing. A lot of the young uns, you say, you want a cup of tea, you want a coffee? Oh no, I don't drink tea or coffee. I just drink whatever, cans of drink or whatever. They all seem to be on these energy drinks, don't they? Which are not good. Yeah, they're not good. But yeah, I don't know if there's anyone else found that is a thing now. I mean, so many young people that visit here, they don't want a hot drink. I suppose we were all brought up on tea, weren't we? Our generation, everything was cup of tea, cup of tea, cup of tea. Although in my house, I've been on black coffee my whole life. Yeah, my dad was always on black coffee, and I think from the age of about 12, which is awful to think, I started drinking black coffee because Dad drank black coffee, so that was it. So I've always drank strong black coffee. He used to have strong black coffee and about 60 fags a day. Cigarettes, that is. If you're not English, then saying fags won't mean anything to you, but there's cigarettes. So about 60 cigarettes a day. And black coffee was my dad. Fortunately, I didn't take on the smoking habit, but I did take on the black coffee habit, which is not great. But I can't. There's nothing I can do about it. I've tried going to decaf many times, and The withdrawal symptoms have been dire, and the headaches, and it's just been really tough. So I tried again this week because Amber said, look mum, because my anxiety was through the roof, and obviously all the coffee is not helping. I'm just wired all the time. So Amber and I went to get some supplies, and we got some decaf, and it's really nice. It's fine, it's really nice. But then yesterday I had the worst migraine, late yesterday, and she said, what, you know, it's, mum, why have you got such a headache? And I said, well, because I'm on this decaf. And she said, well, you can't just go straight from the caffeinated to the decaf. You'll have to do it, you know, you have to do it gently. So you need to alternate, maybe have one caffeinated coffee and then one decaffeinated or something like that. And that, yeah, because I had just literally gone, we went out for breakfast, and I had a decaf, and then I bought some decaf, and then I just had every cup as decaf, and it was only probably a 24-hour period, but I was not feeling good. I was feeling absolutely awful. I couldn't keep my eyes open, and I had the worst headache. So I had a very strong cup of coffee, and it was a fix, and it sorted me out for sure. Gosh, I'm a coffee junkie. Are you a coffee junkie? And have you tried to come off of it? Let me know how you did it. I have tried. I'm 58 and I've been drinking black coffee since I was 12 years old. Let me know how you succeeded to come off of caffeinated and go on to decaffeinated, because I've got to do something about it, because it definitely is having an effect on my, you know, obviously my anxiety levels. Yeah, I'd like to change, but I'm saying that, you know, a bit of coffee for you now is good. It's good. But I've tried things like going on to cacao. You know, like, but it doesn't give me the same kick. It doesn't give me the same va-va-voom, shall we say, you know. Yeah. For me, it's, you know, it's rocket fuel. It's what keeps me going, but it keeps me going too fast. Definitely my heart's going too fast lately. Oh, anyway, I'm chit-chatting as usual. I'm going on and on and on and on, but it's like 5:30 in the morning and I can't go back to sleep. Now, once I'm awake, I'm up. So there's no point in trying to go back to bed. I've come out of the way so that Joe can get some peace in the lorry and sleep a little bit longer, because, you know, he needs it too, because we'll be going on site today. So we need some energy, definitely. We've had lots of visitors, lots of people parking here and things that, you know, just friends and acquaintances. And there's one guy come all the way from Portugal. He works for one of the areas down on site, and during the festival, a lot of the really big vehicles have to come off site. So they're all right while they're building, and then they light them off site. So we were asked this year if we could take him in his 40-foot lorry, which we did. And he's lovely, lovely guy, really lovely guy. And he brought us a big box of Portuguese wine. So I don't know what Portuguese wine is like, but we'll have a go. It's a very kind gift. Yeah, nice guy. And then we had a couple of young lads from Cambridge yesterday who needed somewhere to park. And they hung around all afternoon and ordered pizza, and Amber got on so well with them, and they were just, what a beautiful pair of young men. Really lovely. We had a lovely afternoon and evening with them. They had a few dilemmas with their working tickets and things, so they hung around here until somebody could collect them. And yeah, lovely. This is the joy of this place. It brings people that we've not met. We meet new people, and the synchronicities sometimes are unreal, you know, like they came from Cambridge where we used to live, and yeah, it was just nice. There's connection. There's always a connection. I love that. You get this connection with people. Yeah, lovely lads. Lovely lads. They're working on I think it's a vegan sushi food stall, so we're definitely going to go and see them because that sounds beautiful, doesn't it? Fresh, lovely fresh ingredients, nice vegan sushi. So yeah, we'll go and see those boys. Yeah, we've got someone coming to camp while we're away, while we're on festival. So I've given him a pass, and he's just going to park his camper up in our field, and I think they've just got a Sunday ticket, so they're going to park here on the Saturday and stay, and then pop in for the Sunday, and then stay back here at home overnight afterwards. So it's all good. It's nice. We like people to use the space as much as possible. You know, we've got it, so come. It's nice. And, you know, I need to stop talking, don't I? I'm just going to go and check on this young lady, and hopefully she did say her boyfriend was coming shortly. So I don't know who else is coming, because the other thing is there are various security companies that drop off staff. So she's from one particular company, and then probably, well, I don't know, because I just don't know how busy we're going to be. If we're going to be quiet, then they're not going to need more than just a few people. Normally we'd have about 20 staff here. It would normally be really, I know I keep saying that, but I'm a little bit bemused as to what's happened this year and why they've changed us, really. Yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? We just have to, you know, I'm a great one for saying acceptance is key, so we just have to accept that that's what it is this year, and then we'll have a meeting maybe after the festival and find out what the plan is going forward. Yeah, I've got a feeling, looking at that sky, this is not going to be a very nice day. Yeah, it's I know it's very early, but there's definitely a thick layer of cloud out there, and yeah, I think it's going to be a bit of a cool day. It's at least 10 degrees cooler than it has been, which is incredible, isn't it? It's mad. Oh, here comes a helicopter. Now that's another thing we're going to have to get used to now, although we'll be on site later. But we're coming in and out. My nephew's coming to stay with the dogs tonight, overnight, so we'll have a night on site, and then we'll take it each day, really, as long as someone's with the dogs. We'll just flit in and out, whoever can be with the dogs, you know, when they can. It's great. And then when they're not able to be there, then we'll go home and spend time with the dogs. I mean, you know, we've done plenty of festivals. It's not, we haven't got any sort of FOMO, which, by the way, stands for fear of missing out. So we haven't really got that anymore. So we're quite happy to come home and have a rest. Hear that helicopter? I don't know if you can hear it, but it's very close, and it'll be non-stop now because the helicopter, well, there's about 3 helipads around us, and they will just fly in. They will fly in people, mostly celebrities, I might add, for these bougie campsites. A lot of people get flown in for those, and obviously there's a helipad that is specifically for flying in musicians and people performing at Glastonbury, because they don't stop, they don't stay, they just fly in, do their gig on whichever stage, and fly out again and fly on to the next one, because many of them are obviously on tour and it's just a tour date for them. So they don't hang about for the festival, they just perform and bugger off. Anyway, I hope you didn't get too bored with my ramble. I just keeping you up to date with what's going on, really. And I'm having trouble uploading, and well, this often happens during the festival, even though I'm at home and I've got my own Wi-Fi and everything here in the office. It's always quite difficult when there's a couple 100,000 people down the road. They put up extra masts and things everywhere, but actually it's not great. The signal's not great, and I have been trying to upload my last video, which hopefully you're going to see before this one, but at the moment it's been uploading for about 12 hours and it's still only about 25%. So I am going to struggle with the uploading, I think, but I'll just, hopefully I've got enough data and I'll just leave it in the background doing its thing, really. Because I'm determined to get you some vlogs up. Yeah. Anyway, I am gonna go because I think this young guy should be turning up soon, and I actually need to get dressed because I'm in my PJs. Of course, nice leopard print, velvet leopard print, plush ones this time. I love my leopard print. So there's a bit more activity. Pickup trucks just come in, so maybe they're dropping more people off, or I don't know. Yeah, looks like they're dropping off some more security. Yeah, so they've just dropped off another 3 or 4 up there, but it's still not time to open the gates, so they've all got to just hang around and wait for their working day to start, really. But at least she's not on her own anymore anyway, so that's good. Just thought I'd update you quickly. Right. So I've just checked and she's got a cup of tea, so that makes me happy that she's got a hot drink. She's so young, she's maybe 20 or something. Sweet girl. Of course, the only trouble now is she'll now tell all of them that there's a cup of tea in the office, and the next thing our office will be constant tea and coffee, for which we will not be reimbursed by the festival. But I don't begrudge a few cups, that's for sure. But I just I'm not sure we might run out of milk. We're checking the traffic. We are finally about to open our gate in 10 minutes. Let's see what happens. It's been very strange not to have anyone coming through all night. Morning, morning. Dropped off at 5 a.m. That's wild, isn't it? It is. It's a long time, isn't it? Oh, you got yourself a drink though, that's good. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, there wasn't much milk in there. Hate to be you right now. Oh, so, first one in. Whoop whoop. Yeah, so I'm going to go and I'm going to see you in the next vlog where we'll be dancing in the fields, hopefully. See you soon. Lots of love. Bye.